Hey there, party people. Welcome to another episode of The Beautiful Weirdo Life, where we learn instruction from everyday people having everyday experiences. Thank you for tuning in. We're just going to have a good time. I don't have any guests tonight. So we're just going to have a good time and just chill and talk about holiday etiquette and all that good stuff. Hey, Nancy, how are you? We're going to talk about holiday etiquette and romance, all that stuff. So, if you want other people to be a part of the conversation, feel free to share it with your friends and save it to your timeline so you can at least watch it later. So we're just going to have a good time, and I would like your commentary, your comments. Act like I'm just sitting. We're just having a sitting living room conversation, and we're just chilling and we're talking. So today we're going to talk about. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. My name is TC Mason, your health and happiness strategist, focusing on mental health, fitness, and everything happy. And yeah, it's been one of those days, so we just trying to make it happen. I thought I was live earlier, and I was talking like for my life for like a good 5 minutes, and I wasn't even live, but it's okay. So listen, I thought about this today, and I was thinking about holiday etiquette and how when you first meet somebody, like, what are the rules? Like, what should we do? Like, do we buy gifts? Are we supposed to be introduced to their family? Are we supposed to, like, what are we supposed to do? So, I wanted to talk with you all and figure out what it is or how you handle, or if you had any type of experience in terms of, meeting somebody right before the holidays and figuring out like what it is that you did. I know I can speak of my experience. I actually met my now husband. We had met before, but we had reinitiated contact right before the holidays. Like, hey, Barbie, hey, Sarah, right before the holidays. And it was a little weird. It was a little weird. And so I want to know what your experience is if you met somebody before the holidays, or what your expectations are. Like, if you meet somebody through the holidays, like, what's the time frame? Are you supposed to get them a gift? Or not? Or are you supposed to, like, what is it supposed to look like? Am I supposed to meet their family on the holidays? I think that would, for me, I think that would be kind of odd if I met their family. I don't know. But I just, hey, Lorraine, what's happening? So listen, oh, yeah. So I can speak to my experience again. Like, I met my husband. We reintroduced ourselves during the holiday season, and I actually went over to his house for dinner before, like, it was on Christmas Eve. I think we went to the movies on Christmas Eve, and then we went. I went to his house for dinner, and dinner was horrible. To say the least, it was horrible. Would you go over somebody's house who you were dating? If you had just met them, would you go over there? I don't know if I would now, but I did get married to him, so I don't know. So I always want to know what people's opinions are. I know that there are some rules searching around. There's some rules searching around that if you've been dating less than a year, then you aren't supposed to buy any expensive gifts or anything. So if you've been dating less than a year, that you're not supposed to go big or go home with, you're not supposed to go that big in terms of holiday gifts. What do you guys think about that? Should you go big? I don't know. You know what? I feel like whoever you are, you should be who you are, whether you just met them early on or not. So if you're like a big holiday person, I think that it's important that you express that to whoever it is that you're dating or you're interested in. If you're a holiday person, that's what I say. But, to each his own. And if you're not a holiday person, then I guess you kind of should express that a little bit too. So I did not meet my boyfriend's parents. You say meet you, Sarah? Yeah, I definitely believe that. I did not meet my boyfriend's parents during that time at all. But I feel like I think that, I don't know, I think you should establish that timeline. And I think a lot of things get a little tricky or iffy because people don't have those conversations. Like they just kind of let things play out, and then people be in their feelings like they didn't call me on the holidays and they didn't try to see me. Why they didn't try to see me and all that. So all that stuff happens because people don't have those conversations. I wonder what it's like for guys though. Like what are they thinking in the back of their brain? Because I know for me, like when you bring somebody around your family, do you just bring anybody around, or do you, when you bring somebody around the family, does that mean more? I think it may mean more to men if they bring women around, but then again, I don't know, because then you can have frolickers or guys who just be out there and their family knows to not mention any names. Their family knows not to mention any names because he brings around several different women, and so you just, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what flavor you're gonna get. You just know you're gonna get a flavor during the season. So, what are your rules for the holidays in terms of when you're dating? Or, I don't know, what are your rules? I don't think I really had any rules when I was single. I think I was just, I don't know. I didn't meet that many people by the holidays. I feel like people are maybe already bunned up during that time because, you know, it's right in the middle of cuffing season. Or maybe some people don't want to get in relationships until after the new year because they don't want to give gifts, or they don't want to be in that like middle ground, that middle place. I don't know. So you have that. And then during the holiday season, you have the infamous potlucks. I would like to know, really, why are people still doing potlucks in 2018? Like at jobs, like home. Okay, if y'all having a gathering, okay, everybody know, and everybody know who in the family can cook, right? So that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But if it's at a job, why are people still doing potlucks? You don't know if everybody can cook at your job. You don't know if Sue can throw down. You don't know if Bob or Jane can throw down. So why are people still allowing that? And I would have thought with all of the health scares, like you can't even eat lettuce these days. I would have thought that with all of that stuff, that jobs wouldn't even be into doing potlucks, but they're still doing them. And when I think of potlucks, I think of, I don't know, just some, I mean, I think of people feelings being hurt, you know, because somebody's dish is going to be left there untouched. Somebody's dish is going to be left there untouched. And then you're going to have that one person, they're going to ask about it too. What they do is this, that one dish is left there, and then, you know, they go up to a person and they be like, hey, you know, I got that such and such up there. Did you try that? You know, I made that. Chick or guy, if that stuff is still on that table and it's been 40 minutes later, ain't nobody eating that. They saw it. They saw it. So I think that we should do away with the potlucks in 2019 in the job settings. I think that people should put in money if the job cannot afford to cater it. Though they should put that in their budget. If they can't afford to cater it, they should put in money, and then everybody either goes out to a restaurant or they have the restaurant cater. That way we don't have to worry about anybody's dish being left there untouched. You don't have to worry about I forgot about food poisoning. I forgot about that because I remember, I'm not going to say the job that I worked at. I'm going to keep their business locked and sealed. But I remember going to this particular job and I got food poisoning. Me and my sister got food poisoning. Out of everybody in the group, their stomachs must have been made of steel, but ours was just weak. Out of everybody else in the group, we were the two people that got food poisoning. And from that day forward, I have not really been a participant in potlucks. I just don't do it now. If your grandma and them, I'll go to your grandma and them house. They can cook. But the people at the job, you just don't know. You got people on Pinterest pulling up all the recipes, thinking that every recipe on Pinterest is gold, and it's not. So we have the Pinterest chefs, and I just don't want any part of it. So, what are your thoughts on potlucks? Is your job still doing potlucks in 2018? Are they still doing them? That's what I want to know. So those are my things for like holiday etiquette. I didn't want to be on here really, really long because it's been a long night, and I got some chicken and broccoli that I made myself for my family and rice that I'm going to indulge in, and I'm just going to have a good time. So I would like to know your thoughts. Share this with your friends in terms of if you know of any situations where you have different rules in as far as dating before the holidays, or if you have different rules as far as potlucks and stuff like that. I would like to hear it. As for the Beautiful Weirdo Life Show, we will be going on hiatus for the rest of the holidays because it's getting mad thick in these streets, and one person show for now. So check back in December, not December, in January. We'll be starting a new segments and all that good stuff, and I'll be taking you all suggestions for guests lining up for January and the topics and things. So feel free to share this with your friends. If you know of any people that you think would be of interest, definitely put their names in the thread so that we can keep it moving. Again, my name is TC Mason, your health and happiness strategist, focusing on mental health, fitness, and everything happy. Share this with your friends. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at I'm a Beautiful Weirdo. Follow my page, I'm a Beautiful Weirdo. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.